A Forbes article read Black Adam Best Shazam, meaning Black Adam 2 is inevitable. How did Black Adam best Shazam? Well, to take away all the confusion, we're taking a deep dive into Black Adam 2 and why it's going to be a game changer.
There's no one on this planet that can stop me. Send them all.
If you remember a few months back, we said that this isn't going to be a standalone movie. Well, it seems like we're more than right. As of making this video, the movie has grossed $256.1 million at the box office in a little over 2 weeks since its release date on October 21st in the US. And since the movie's budget was between $195 and $200 million, we're gonna say this is more than good. Just before we get into the video, we just want to say spoiler alert. So if you haven't watched the video, what in the world are you waiting for?
Be prepared.
In the first opening weekend, the movie earned an astounding $67 million domestically, which made it Rock's most successful opening weekend in his entire career. Guess all of those promotions on his Instagram page paid off. But no, in all seriousness, the main reason we think that the movie will have a sequel is because of the scene that didn't make it into the movie, but which was available in the post-credits. You know the one we're talking about, when Black Adam met with Amanda Waller, zapped the device displaying the hologram, and out of nowhere, Superman appeared on the scene in his classic red and blue uniform. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Why would Black Adam want to destroy Superman? And as a follow-up to that question, how will the hierarchy of power change now that Teth Adam is on the DC scene? Well, first of all, we have to remember that the movie departed a little from the original story that we knew from the comic books. In the Dwayne Johnson movie, Dwayne Johnson's son, Hurud, was the one that smashed that like button just like you should do if you haven't done so already. But no, in all seriousness, Hurud was chosen by the Wizards. Because he rose against the ruler of Kahndaq and his tyranny, he became worthy to wield the power of Shazam. So the statue that people of Kahndaq erected in the name of Teth Adam was actually of Hurud. Interestingly enough, the actor who played Hurud was Uli Latukifu, the same actor that plays the younger version of Dwayne Johnson in his biographical series Young Rock. Now that's what you call perfect casting. While this change in the original history seems to be a major theme throughout the movie, for example, there are 3 histories about the origin of Black Adam, the one that the people of Kahndaq have been passing from generation to generation, the other one that only Black Adam knew, and the third one that only Ishmael knew, as he was the last remaining heir of the then king of Kahndaq.
Heroes don't kill people.
Well, I do.
Speaking of which, Ishmael was the only one who knew the true history of the crown, and he knew that the inscription, "Life is the only path to death," was wrong. The true meaning was, death is the only path to life, meaning Ishmael wanted to be killed by Black Adam so he could go into the underworld and be reborn as Sabbac, a being of immense power. Not only did he kill Dr. Fate, who decided to face him alone, but he almost crippled the entire Justice Society of America. And he would have succeeded had Dr. Fate not used one of his projections to wake up Black Adam from his watery tomb. In the end, as Black Adam floated to the top of the scene, an ocean, he said Shazam, and his powers were restored.
Shazam.
He faced Sabbac alone. He not only killed him, but he split him in half like an index card, and he was supposed to then sit on the eternal throne and be Kahndaq's savior. Instead, Teth Adam destroyed the throne and said that Kahndaq doesn't need heroes. Why? Because the heroes of Kahndaq are his people. The movie ended, but there was a huge post-credit scene that changed the future of the movie. A drone floats down to the ruins of Kahndaq, and a hologram of Amanda Waller appears before Black Adam. She tells him, "Okay, Black Adam, my name is Amanda Waller. Congratulations, you have my attention. This is gonna be your only warning. You don't want to stay in my prison, that's fine. Kahndaq is your prison now. You step 1 foot outside of it, you'll not live to regret it." To which the Black Adam says, "There's no one on this planet that can stop me." Waller grins and says, "I can call in a favor and send people who aren't from this planet." Black Adam replies, "Send them all." "As you wish," were Amanda Waller's last words in the movie before Black Adam destroyed the hologram with his lightning bolt. But in that very moment, a caped superhero came from above, stood before him, and said, "It's been a while since anyone has made the world this nervous." The man from the shadows stepped forward, and it was Clark Kent, aka Superman, played by none other than Henry Cavill. The movie officially blew our minds. So why is this such a big deal? Well, if we go back, we'll remember that Henry Cavill stepped down from the role of Superman. He didn't want to play Kal-El anymore. However, by listening to his fans and giving them what they truly want, Dwayne Johnson managed to bring Henry Cavill back into the fold. So this is what he meant when he said, the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change. And according to an article published by Cinema Blend, Dwayne Johnson promised that Superman and Black Adam will fight on the big screen. He said, "That's the whole point of this, man." It seems like the project, which was 15 years in the making, is finally complete. From what fans are saying on social media and how they've been voting with their pockets, it seems to us that a sequel to Black Adam is inevitable. Speaking of sequels, there have been talks that a sequel to Man of Steel is in the works. Sure, the head of DC Films, Walter Hamada, said that he was against the idea of Henry Cavill reprising the role of Superman, but since he's stepping down, DeLuca and Abdi seem to like the idea. Dwayne Johnson managed to pull some strings and talk to some executives, and Henry Cavill is back in DC. The Man of Steel 2 project is produced by Charles Roven, and they're currently searching for writers. We still don't know whether Black Adam and Superman will fight in Man of Steel 2 or Black Adam 2, but we know it's happening. Since Dwayne Johnson wanted so hard to make Henry Cavill a part of the movie, then it seems to us that the battle of epic proportions will be taking place in Black Adam 2. But we can't be sure of that either. When asked about the possibility of the Black Adam vs. Superman movie, Dwayne Johnson said, "I don't know. I think the question is, should it be the showdown? I don't know if that's the way to go." And if we listen to what Hiram Garcia said about the movie, then it's likely that Black Adam and Superman will not just have one fight sequence, but it'll be more of a long-form storytelling, said Garcia. So it seems that Dwayne Johnson and Henry Cavill will bump shoulders more than once in the DCEU. This opens up the sequel to two more possibilities. The first one is that Dwayne Johnson will be fighting Shazam, since they hinted at his empty seats among the heroes in the previous movie, and the second one is that Black Adam will make several appearances in the movies across several DCU movies. So Henry Cavill might have been telling the truth when he hinted that Black Adam would probably fight Shazam first. So maybe Amanda Waller will wake some of those hundreds of superheroes she was storing in those pods in the secret base on the ocean's floor in the second Black Adam movie. Man of Steel 2 will be another standalone movie where Black Adam and Kal-El will have a small brawl, and then the final movie will come after the two sequels have been released, where everything will revolve around the fight scene. See you in the next video.